How do union authorization cards work? Imagine a workplace where employees want a union to representing them. How do they turn that wish into reality? That's where union authorization cards come into play. These cards are simple written statements signed by employees, showing their support for a specific union. When an employee signs one, they give the union permission to act as their official representative for negotiations. This means the union can speak on their behalf about wages, hours, and working conditions. The process starts when a union decides to organize a group of workers, called a bargaining unit. The union then goes around collecting signed authorization cards from employees in that group. If more than half of the employees sign these cards, the union can submit them to the labor board, such as the National Labor Relations Board or the Public Employment Relations Board. When the labor board receives these cards, they review the support level. If the union gets signed cards from more than 50% of the employees, the labor board usually recognizes the union as the official representative without needing a formal vote. This is called voluntary recognition. It saves time and avoids a formal election process. However, if the union collects signed cards from at least 30% but less than 50%, they can ask the labor board to hold a secret ballot election. In this election, employees vote yes or no to union representation. If more than 50% of the votes are yes, the union wins. It's important to know that once employees sign these authorization cards, they generally cannot easily revoke their support. The signed cards become evidence of employee backing for the union. They can be used to pressure employers into recognizing the union voluntarily or to push for an election. Recent laws make it easier for unions to gain recognition through cards. If the union shows signed cards from a majority of employees, the employer must either recognize the union or request an election within a short period. If the employer ignores this, they might be required to recognize and bargain with the union even without an election. Employees are protected during this process. It is illegal for employers or unions to pressure or mislead workers into signing authorization cards. Employees have the right to refuse to sign, to revoke their signature, or to request an election after a union is recognized through card support. However, some regulations limit how soon employees can challenge a union's recognition based on cards. In practice, authorization cards are a key tool in union campaigns. They show employee interest, can trigger formal recognition, and influence how employers respond. Understanding the legal rules around signing these cards helps employees and employers navigate the process fairly and smoothly.